Welcome, guys. Hey, welcome to another episode of Car Conversations. This is literally turned into a car conversation series, but you know what? That's okay because we get led by the spirit. So, wherever I'm at and I want to come in really quickly and talk to you ladies, that's what we're just gonna record, right? So today I wanted to come in and just really quickly speaking on the importance of knowing your why. Knowing your why, whether you are deciding to go to nursing school, whether you're in nursing school, whether you're, already a nurse and you're thinking about switching specialties, whether you are a nurse and you're wanting to dip into the entrepreneurship, knowing your why is so important. So important, so important, so important. And honey, knowing your why has to go a little bit deeper than because I want to make more money. That's important. If that's what you need to do for your particular situation, it'll help. But there are so many different ways that you can make money out here in these streets. Just being able to start a particular thing and stick through it whenever you're having those difficult times. If you don't have a solidified why, it's going to be really hard to keep going when those times get super, super tough. You have to have a why that's going to uphold through you and through your journey or wherever you're trying to go. Having a solidified why is really going to help you during this process. How do you determine your why? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean you got a normal why? How do you even determine that? Go back to your value system, ladies. If you have a value system and you want to have change, you want to in the world or in your community, if you want to be able to be that role model for your kids, if you're a single parent and you want to be able to change the trajectory of your life and the trajectory of your children's life, if you are tired of working for somebody else, and in the process you discover that you love entrepreneurship, make those things your why. Add a little bit onto those things. If your financial situation isn't what it is, like I said, you don't want, because I want to make more money just to be your why. Because honey, you can work overtime. You can get a stimulus check or a tax refund. And during that season, you don't want to hustle. So that's why I say making more money shouldn't be just a solidification of your why. I want to make more money so I can buy a house. I want to make more money so I can reinvest back into myself, into my kids. Those ones, in regards to money, goes a little bit deeper whenever your why, when it has a relationship to do with money, is tied to something a little deeper. So that's the super important thing of being able to have a why that stands out. How is your why going to help you whenever you go through those transitions that is hard? So that is really important. Everything you do in life, nothing comes without a fight. Nothing comes without hard work. And there are going to be days where you just you know what, forget this. I'm tired. I don't know where else to go. You feel like you don't have support, but being able to look back at your why, why you started in the first place, will get you through many, 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 many things. I have been through all the processes of entrepreneurship, going to nursing school, deciding even to go to nursing school. And I'm telling you guys, my why is what really got me through those particular situations, because there were definitely times I wanted to throw in the towel. I'm this ain't worth it. For real. It's just too much. It's too much stress. I don't understand. It's not clicking the way I thought it would click, but being able to go back and think about my why really helped me to be able to get through those situations. Your why should be your motto or whatever. You look at that every single day. That was one thing that I did not do. I didn't fall back on my why every single day. That way, before you even get to those situations, you've already built that within yourself, within your subconscious, that, I'm doing this for this. Like my why is, I don't even have to think about it anymore. It's already within my soul. So write that thing out. Put it on your phone, put it on your mirror, put it wherever you look often. In your room, on a refrigerator, put it multiple places so that it's a quick reminder to you before you even get to that situation that you have to go through. Because guys, whenever you're learning something new or whenever you're transitioning into something new, you are growing. You're growing, and growth is sometimes it's scary because we've never been to that particular place. So fear, our mind, sometimes they want to take us out of that place because it's something we have never been through before. So it's unfamiliar territory, right? So we don't necessarily always want to push forward. We want to pull back. Yeah, we want to pull back because we don't know what lies on the other side. We're too timid, or our body or our minds are like telling us that we're too timid to go forward and whatever that action is that we're trying to do. But just know that change, learning something new is scary, right? It can be scary, but make it into a situation to where your why helps you to have that little bit of strength to move forward and to keep moving forward, putting one step in front of the other, diving in, saying, forget this, I'm just going all in, right? Don't sink. I don't want nobody to sink, but being able to know your why will help you swim whenever you just decide to dive right into the middle of the ocean and like, you know what, I'm going all in. But sometimes when you go farther and farther into something and you're like, man, this is something that I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea, what lies on the other side. That's the importance of knowing your why, because then you'll be able to attract those individuals that may be able to help you on your journey. Hopefully, by being here and learning some tips to be able to strengthen your mind, to be able to strengthen who you are as a person, that's going to help you succeed. Through everything that I've been through, I'm telling y'all, mindset, how I thought about myself, how I thought about where I was going. I psyched myself out a whole lot of stuff. And even once for instance, even when I went and I became a nurse, like I didn't have confidence within myself, but I was doing it. And it's like, yo, what's going on? It's still a disconnect here. Like, what's going on? And so that's why it is so important to evaluate you. It's so important to know why you're doing things. You can't be doing stuff because everybody else is doing it, because it's not going to last. It's not going to be anything that's long lasting if you're doing something because somebody else is doing it. I promise you, because they're not going to be the one that's going to nursing school and taking your test. They're not going to be the one that's writing these business plans and going to go speak with different prospects. Like, they're not going to be the ones doing that. They're not going to be the one that's signing these checks and signing these contracts. You are. You're going to be the one up that's, potentially in the middle of the night, because that's when you have time to check your email and respond back to emails. Like, the other person is not. That's going to be your work. And so you have to make that decision within yourself if that is the type of life that you want to live. Right. It doesn't make you wrong if you like, nah, sis, that ain't for me. It doesn't make you right if you're like, yeah, that's kind of like what I want to do. Because entrepreneurship, it's work. It's work, it's work, it's work. It's not anything that's just going to fall up in your lap, because you're building a brand. You're building something that you love. And y'all, I'm preaching to myself here. So trust and believe, when I come here and I talk to y'all, a lot of this is just preaching back to myself, because, I've been there before. I've been there multiple times, and still it's like, get back up. When you fail, get back up and do it again. And so again, I just want to share my journey. I just want to share tips that really help me to overcome a lot of those stumbling blocks that kind of slowed down my journey. But being able to know your self-worth and knowing your why by far has been the most important thing. I do have a free downloadable. Below. It'll walk you through some steps of being able to know your self-worth, being able to know and evaluate where you currently stand, It's linked down in the description box. Please, guys, go ahead and download it, walk through some of the exercises, and I will be putting more free downloadables out because I feel like, it's helpful. It's very, very helpful to be able to start evaluating yourself. Take that time out. I know we're always on social media, whether it be YouTube, whether it be, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's so many, honey. I don't even know. It's so many different parameters where we spend a lot of our time just looking at what the world around us is doing. But sometimes we need to be selfish, be selfish for ourselves and take time out to evaluate us and evaluate what we're trying to do. So download below, click the link, and you'll be able to download it instantaneously and go through the workbook and come back. Let me know. Let's start a conversation. Let me know how that particular download will help you and what you learned about yourself. Like, that's the most important thing. What did you learn about you? All right, ladies, until next time, I pray that your journey is what your journey is supposed to be. Even when you're going through rocky times, don't give up. Revert back to your why. And always, peace and blessings. Take care.